Imagine waking up one day and realizing you've built a stable financial future. Not because you got lucky, but because you worked smart. Sounds unrealistic? It's not. In this video, we're talking directly to everyday Americans struggling to get ahead. We'll break down how you can escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and finally start seeing your money work for you. Stick around because at the end of this video, I'll share a challenge to help you take your first steps toward financial freedom in 2025. In America today, financial stress is everywhere. The rising cost of living, student loans, rent prices, everything feels like it's working against you. So how do you even start saving when it feels like there's barely enough to make it through the month? That's what we're here to figure out together. The first step, get real about your spending. Start small. Take $5 out of every paycheck. That's one less coffee or one skipped fast food meal. It doesn't sound like much, but here's the magic. If you do that consistently for a year, that's $130 saved. And if you can save $10, that's $260. The habit of saving, even in tiny amounts, lays the foundation for something bigger. Next, let's talk about budgeting. If you've ever tried to follow a complicated budget, you know how easy it is to quit. Instead, try the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or debt. Adjust it to fit your life, but stick to it. The key is having a plan and holding yourself accountable. Have you ever wondered how the rich stay rich? It's not always about earning more. It's about making your money work for you. Start thinking about investing, even if you only have $50. Apps today make it easy, and many allow you to start with less than you think. Imagine that small investment growing over the years. Compound interest is a game changer, but here's something that's often overlooked: financial education. How much time do you spend learning about money? It's never too late to start. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch videos like this one. The more you understand, the better choices you'll make. Now let's address an uncomfortable truth: debt. It feels overwhelming, right? But here's the truth. Ignoring it won't make it go away. Tackle it piece by piece. Start with the smallest debt. Pay it off and use that momentum to tackle the next. Every payment brings you closer to freedom. Ask yourself, what would life look like if you didn't have those bills hanging over your head? Here's another question. Are you earning as much as you could? Sometimes a side hustle can make all the difference. Whether it's freelance work, tutoring, or even selling things you no longer need, a little extra cash can go straight into your savings or investments. And speaking of earning more, don't underestimate the power of networking and personal branding. Who you know and how you present yourself can open doors to better opportunities. Take time to improve your skills and connect with people in your field. The return on this investment is often priceless. Have you ever considered automating your finances? Set up automatic transfers to your savings account or investments every month. When the process is out of sight, it's out of mind, making it easier to build wealth without feeling the pinch. Another overlooked tool is the emergency fund. It's your financial safety net for unexpected expenses, like medical bills or car repairs. Aim to save at least 3 months of living expenses. It sounds like a lot, but start small and be consistent. Lifestyle inflation is another trap to avoid. Just because you earn more doesn't mean you should spend more. Keep your lifestyle modest while growing your income, and use the extra money to invest or pay off debt. And let's talk about housing. If rent eats up most of your paycheck, consider downsizing or moving to a more affordable area. Sharing living expenses with a roommate can also free up money for savings or investments. Health insurance is another major expense. Compare plans annually and make sure you're not overpaying. Sometimes switching plans or providers can save you hundreds of dollars. Transportation is another area where you can cut costs. Do you really need a new car with a hefty monthly payment? Consider buying used or using public transportation if it's an option. Food is one of the biggest budget busters for many people. Cooking at home instead of dining out can save you a fortune over time. Plan your meals, shop with a list, and avoid impulse buys. Entertainment doesn't have to break the bank either. Look for free or low-cost activities in your community. From hiking trails to free workshops, there are plenty of ways to have fun without spending a lot. Now let's talk about the challenge I mentioned. Here's what I want you to do. Create a financial plan for 2025 with one goal: Save $1,000 by the end of the year. That's just $2.74 a day. Think of it as your ticket out of stress and into security. Divide it across those three buckets we talked about: emergencies, future goals, and small joys. Tell me in the comments, are you ready to accept this challenge? What will you do today to take the first step? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more practical tips and strategies that you can apply right now. Remember, building wealth isn't about big wins. It's about small, consistent actions. Let's make 2025 the year you finally take charge of your financial future. Together, we've got this.